going through, I think, is where they're more likely to run content that feels a little bloggy than they would have been, say, 8 years ago. You would have had to been a published author or more like lots of bylines, whereas now I think media is more willing to take a chance on you if you kind of have this blogging content.
I made some conscious decisions in building my brand, in that I chose to have a title that didn't include mom in it because I didn't know how much I was going to blog about parenting, and I knew my kids would get older. I made some decisions I did feel at one point that I was being pushed to just write humorous posts, and at one point I tried to only stick to funny posts, and I felt pretty stifled and I suddenly couldn't write anything. It wasn't funny, it wasn't serious, and so I've learned that my brand is to, write about the things that interest me, and people keep coming and talking about it.
People who've been doing it voluntarily for years are getting snatched up to do it on a higher level than they might have before. And I think you may see a little bit more of that especially as traditional media has been struggling. Newspaper, even television and the like, is struggling to keep up with the kind of things that you can do with blogging, the very quick responses to things, the ability to break things on a local level that, say, the Times-Dispatch might miss because it doesn't have the local coverage it used to. And so I think what you're seeing is a bit more of a professionalization of people who used to just do it as a hobby. Not everybody certainly is going to be able to turn it into a career, but I think you're going to see more people see a value in it, and you have seen over the few years more people willing to invest in it, whether it's through advertising or outright, hey, we like what you're doing, incorporate with what we're doing, and make a living doing it, get paid to do it, really kind of help get the word out in a way that the other avenues aren't working as well as they used to.
I think it really took us from a local, here's what's going on in Richmond, to here's a brand and how they interact with people, no matter what type of blog you are. They didn't care if we were a mommy blogger or who we were. They just really wanted us to experience their product and their services. It was an amazing thing to see the transformation between us going from being so hyper local Richmond all the time to finally seeing a brand that we could really, I don't know, get to know and get behind.
Sites like RVA News, I've written for Jezebel, I've written for Exojink. These sites with different writers' perspectives on the same site, that's the future really of this thing. And microblogging, Twitter and Tumblr, and even Facebook for people that maybe that's the future. Nobody has time to sit down and sort of peruse blogs anymore. We're too busy for that kind of thing.